Hello, this is Godel. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight video series. What is this one going to be called? We finished the offline restoration mod quests and enclaves, so we're kind of back into um, just hub puzzle clearing, and then we have this gigantic new cluster. Oh yeah, new offline restoration. If you didn't know, the new offline restoration mod now has markers for the cluster, so we can see the Ascension cluster and the Underclude cluster, as they used to call the Lucent Water clusters. And then there is the Myopia cluster up here and the Congruence cluster over here. I don't think the Temple of Rings counts as a cluster, because we went over there and tried to solve some of the puzzles. We solved all of the rings that were currently spawned, and we didn't get any new solves. My understanding is that it should be preferencing those unsolved puzzles. But anyways, I guess this is going to be the Hub Puzzle Series Season 2, where we're going to be mostly focusing on the Autumn Falls, but we now have the Lost Grids cluster, which we're like almost 10% done with, and I just kind of want to sprinkle that in. So what I'm going to do, I think, is start each episode with a few puzzles here, and then we're going to start, oh gosh, we're going to start using the puzzle hints, puzzle radar power-ups and stuff just to run around and get a whole bunch of progress done in the Autumn Falls. Maybe we should just do this puzzle here today. Let's see. Okay, this is like a classic Nurikabe. This might take more than the amount of time I wanted it to take. So we're gonna just see where we land after doing this puzzle. Maybe this ends up being solve the one puzzle, whoops, kind of day here. So let's see, we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has to come out here at least by 1. Alright, something's got to come down here and fill this in. Like, there's got to be a light cell in here, or in here. Can this 10 even reach down there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it can't even reach in here. So we have to have something coming out like this, probably going up here to one of these 17s. Alright, so it's going to have to squeeze through here past this 4. Leave it at that for the moment. Yeah, because these 17s, there's a lot of blank space in the corners and not a whole lot of numbers to fill it in. I mean, I guess there's a 10 up here is kind of a big number. But yeah, we're going to be probably figuring out what's going on with these 17s. One of these 17s is probably going over here, and then one of these 17s is probably going either up here or over here. Okay. So this dark has to get out of here. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10 has to come down at least once. How many is this even going to be if we connect to, say, the first 17 possible? I'm just going to draw a line here just so it's easier to count. 16, okay. So if we do this here, it would be a problem because that would make this corner over here. So we need to block that off, and then that completes the 10. Alright, and there's this just tail of a number coming over here. This is going to be one of the other 17s. So it's going to need to come over this way. to get towards the 17s, but it's also going to need to go more this way as well. So it's going to need to go here. It will need to go... Let's see, this can't reach over there, right? Yeah, that cannot. So if we do like this for the dark and have it come up here, the 10 cannot reach it. So this needs to come over here, and then that can do that. Okay. So far, so okay. Let's see now. We are gonna still have the dark. We're not really sure if the dark's gonna need to fill in this area or the 10 is gonna like come fill in up here. So we're kind of at a standstill for this area for now, I think, till we figure out kind of more what's going around with the rest of the puzzle. Alright, this 10 is just gonna solve itself, apparently. Okay. Alright, so far, so good. This 2 is probably going to go up here. Do I want to commit to that? I don't think I'm ready to commit to that just yet. Alright, let's do some more stuff around here. Don't have to worry about the puzzle wrapping around the edge, which is a admittedly very nice thing to not have to worry about. Alright, so let's see. If we're maxing out this 10 space, we can go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not really restricted, though. This 5 is actually kind of restricted, so the 5 can go... can't do that. And it can't do that. And then it has to do that. So the 5 goes left or up here. So the 10 is now 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10 has to come over here. And this 3 is not going to be able to reach this pocket, so the 10 is going to have to go over there. And now this 10 is done. Except for this corner here. Let's see, which corner makes sense? That one makes sense. The only one that works makes sense, imagine that. Okay. So this 4 has to go through here. That has to go through there. That has to go through there. So we are at... Oh yeah, okay, we're good, we're good. I thought I made a mistake, but we are okay still. This 13 is now 16 if we connect it to the 17 over here, so we need one more tile in here somewhere. I'm gonna guess it's something like something over here somewhere, because if we just connect this up, you know, this is ambiguous. It can be this is correct and that is correct, so the last tile is going to be up here somewhere, certainly, so I'm going to guess these are both dark. This 17 is going to this pile of light tiles, because there's nowhere for that to, or there's nowhere for this 17 to go otherwise. So I'm going to guess this 4 is probably going to come out like that. I'm going to take a safety foresight here just to make sure we're still on the right track. Yep, we are. Good. Kind of highlighted some additional progress we can make over here, which is fine. Okay, this tile here. Okay. We do have this dark tile over here, and either way, the dark has to come up through this area in some manner. If we do this over here, a dark tile here, we cannot do this, right? Well, we can't do that for multiple reasons, but yeah. This is going to be the dark tile, then that will come up. Um... Hmm. Trying to think what we're going to do with some of these. Is there a more obvious place I can do moves right now? I feel like the 17 is going to have to be the one that goes up here to take care of some of this business up here. Because there's a lot of tiles that are going to need filling in. How far can this 10 go? So the 10 can actually go all the way to this corner. So it has... Uh-oh, what did I do? The 10 has a pretty good range still for it to be able to go. Let's see, is there something obvious I should be doing right now? That doesn't seem like an obvious thing to do, so... Just reload the text box to be out of my face. Okay, here's something. If we do this, then we need to do that. Right, and there's no way to really get both of these in here because we block in the... we block in this dark area over here, so this has to be light. I'm gonna guess the dark has to come out underneath. Let's see. It kind of makes sense for the dark to come out this way. And then connect like that. That needs to block off a 2x2 over there. That's good so far, right? Yep, okay. I did kind of guess on that one, but I was just like looking at it and I'm like, there's no other way, I don't feel like. This dark connecting over here is probably ideal. And then this is all connected, so we don't want to do this, I don't feel like. I feel like that's too restrictive. So that's probably the correct move. Yep. Kind of compacting theorem, the puzzle. So there's gonna need to be a 17 like up here ish. So we can go ahead and connect some of the necessary tiles up there. This is gonna have to go through, I think, just to get around this 17. So where are we at here? We're at 14. This is all correct so far still? Yep. This 6 probably belongs to that one, because the 17 is not going to be able to go both ways here, I don't think. And then where do we want to put the last tile on the 6? Not sure yet. Let's crunch this 2 down against the bottom. Let's do the 17... Let's see, this wants to come up like this. Let's do the 17 like that. Okay. So far, so good. Nope, it's not good. It's not good. Let's do the 17 over here instead. Oh, geez. Okay. Back up, back up. Where did things go wrong? So this is connecting here, and so the dark has to come out this way. And if it goes over here, it then has to go over the 17. Okay. Okay, that seems fine. We fixed it. Alright, and there's where the 6 goes. Here's where the 4 comes. This dark is out, so we don't have to worry about trapping this dark in here. We only have to worry about if we need to use this 17 to block any 2x2s, which I don't think we do. This 17 should have it under control. Let's connect this here, and then have this start going upwards. We can do that. That's good. 17 can fill that in. Alright, looking good so far. I think we want to go ahead and let the 7 go over here so the 17 can come out, and this can go around up here. Oh, we don't have enough space. See how far back we messed up. That doesn't seem too far back. Okay, so we were fine up to here. So we need to let 17 get more breathing space. But this is incorrect. So the 3 has... Just based on the hint it gave us, the 3 has to go down. So we know that much. Okay, and now I think the 17 can kind of just fill in the rest of the space up here. Except that one? No. Jeez, what is going wrong here? This is only 15? This is connected somewhere else, so that's fine. Then, what else is connected somewhere else? That one? So I guess the... Whoops. Let me fill in what we knew was correct. Okay, so this has to be light, is what we're discovering. And I think this is 17 now. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I was doing this connection here when it wasn't necessary. Alright, well, that was a start of an episode. We're not gonna hang out too long in this area. I think, like, 10 to 15 minutes in this cluster area is a good point. And then I want to do Autumn Falls, predominantly. So, let's jump up to Autumn Falls. And I do want to go around, let's see, I don't have any waymarks placed. I do want to go around and do puzzles as I find them, per usual. Let's see. Airborne puzzles and sightseers. Can I find a sightseer really quick just to finish it? And finish this quest? Okay, let's see. We got Alphabet Soup here. Dark regions have Area 3. B is going to have to come down here. C is going to have to do stuff and things. Okay, this is not super straightforward. So I think we have to do something like this. It's looking good so far. Let's disconnect the A and the C here. And that. That's it, right? Whoops. Whoops again. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find a sightseer really quick. Just quick, what is this called? Sentinel Stone. Alright, sightseer. Actually, like, not a whole lot of puzzles just sitting around here waiting to be done. Like, I've done a lot of them. There's a fractal, I think that's done. Whoa, excuse me, sir. Nope, this fractal is not done. Oh, geez, it's one with way too sensitive of controls. Like, you move it a little bit and it's, like, out of there. So this looks really close, but it's, like, was not quite there. We got it, though. Okay, honestly, I don't want to run around too long looking for a sightseer, because, like, either we're going to find one and finish the quest, or I just kind of want to get the other quest done over here. Alright, we have a totally blank grid with domino and not domino things. So this has to be light, so that we can start the puzzle somewhere. Alright, that gave us a lot of stuff to work with, actually. That's funny. Alright, pretty good. It's one of those puzzles where, like, each step kind of explains itself as you're going along, so... Alright, I'm not finding any sightseers, so let's just head back and change our daily. I think I want to drop the... just this one. It's only 300 points. And then let's take 50 puzzles instead. So 50 puzzles and 50 airborne puzzles is good. That's what we want to see. Alright, so we are looking not only for unsolved puzzles, but we are also looking for power-ups, because power-ups are going to help us find lots of puzzles. I missed that matchbox. Let's try again. Oh, it's not even the same matchbox. Oh, there's 3 different matchboxes here. That's something you do not see every day when your map save file is this much progress complete. Here's the one in the water, and then where's the one on the roof over here? Is it this right here? And then there's another one down here. Lots of matchboxes. Lots of leitmotifs too. Yeah, like 3 leitmotifs I hadn't seen before are all up right in this area. Where are we going for this one? Looks like down here, maybe? One thing I also want to keep in mind of is where... Here's something. Oh, it's another leitmotif. Okay. Is it another one? Gee, I am not having an easy time of lining these up. But as I was saying, another thing I want to keep in mind of is just where power-ups are and start, like, kind of getting an idea of their, spawn points and such. This needs to be light, so that this one can be dark and the rest can be light. I was like, what did I do? This one's probably going to be our dark one here. Nope, that's not going to be our dark one. That's going to be our light one, because I can count. Alright. A lot of puzzles going on over here that I do not seem to be able to find. Like, there's a light motif here that I don't seem to be able to line up. Like, this looks like something's going on here. I could bring a puzzle radar back to help me with this. And I just very well might. Is it on the underside of the bridge? Oh. You sneaky you. The leitmotif kind of wraps around, so it can be hard to, what's it called? It can be hard to see what it's trying to do. Alright, I'm just checking my time. Alright, connect all dark cells, and then we have darts. Okay. Where do we want to get started with this one? Only have one dark cell in this area. But what's the reason the dark cell just can't go in the back over here? If I were to guess, we probably want to do something like this. Oh no, okay. The 2 and the 4, that's what I'm missing here. So these 2 have to be dark, and then 2 of these dominoes have to be dark. And then the rest cannot be dark, so it's going to have to be those guys. There we go. These can just, like, connect. There's no reason for them not to connect. And no reason for the dark to not also go back here. Let's see, we have 5, which is going to have to hit at least one of these dominoes. And then the 2 is going to have to hit at least... It's going to have to hit one of the dominoes and then something else. I'm feeling like we want to go... Let's see. We have to get all of these now, and then 2 dominoes, so those are off limits now. Whoops. Alright, so this is just gonna come down and be like this then. Okay. That one was... I don't know why I struggled with it so much. Alright, is this another cheap under the bridge trick? Yeah, it is. Try not to fall while doing this one. Oh gosh. I have failed in trying not to fall. Try that again. Alright, and I see this matchbox right here. Alright, I feel like we're making some solid progress. I'm not sure if we're just really lucky in that we have a bunch of puzzles we've never seen before all up in this area, or the puzzle spawning algorithm has been adjusted to spawn puzzles more often that you don't have done. We do have a matchbox over here still we haven't found, and then this site 0. Oh yeah, this one. This one, it's looking like it's from way off in the distance. Here we go. That's where it was. Alright, we got a hidden ring. Alright, let's do a quick music grid. 1 pip, how hard can it be? What did I mess up? Ah, the last of the melody was going down an extra note. I forgot. Okay. Another leitmotif down here. easier one this time. Alright, let's see if we can find, like, a power-up really quick. And just do, like, a fast sweep of some puzzles, and then I think that's where we're gonna call the episode. So I know a power-up spawns over here in this little ditch. I just remember seeing that one. There's a glide ring. That's probably an important puzzle to do. I don't want to get too distracted here, though, because, I am trying to keep a certain time format. This is a cool glide ring. Alright, let's head back to the start. Don't know why I left a warp beacon here. I see a puzzle radar, so let's go grab it. Whoops. Okay. Puzzle radar up here. Boing. Okay. So let's do these matchboxes now that we can roughly see where they are. I mean, just because we see what they are doesn't make them easy still, though. Jeez. This matchbox buddy is over here. Like, yeah. Kind of a still well-hidden matchbox. We've got a hidden archway, this thing. Got like 15 seconds left on our radar. Let's go a hidden cube down there, and then, okay, I see that matchbox up there. It was in the ceiling, in the rafters. And then a hidden ring under the bridge over there. And our bonus is about to expire. Let's see. I see a archway and a music grid on the island. So let's do that, and then let's do everything else I marked, and that's what we're going to call it for today. I gotta listen to it again. There we go. I was missing a gap in here. What does a half foresight look like, by the way? Oh, it just takes half a bar. I see. Okay, that's cool. Okay. And this is not the way I marked puzzles, but there is a one-pit puzzle here, so, we do those. Dark regions have area 2. And that's, like, the only room? Okay. Any reason for this to be that like that? Yeah, there is. Because we can do this. Oh, there's already one up there. There we go. We pretend we didn't butcher that puzzle real badly. We just pretend. Okay. What was over there? Oh yeah, hidden cube. Yeah, I can see it now. There it is. Whoa. Jump scare, hidden archway. Alright, let us up. Alright, and then here we go. Here's the last thing we're doing today. We simply have to move this L piece over by 1. Or I piece. Or maybe it's not that simple. Nope, we've done this before. Let's see. Can't really do anything with that over there. Can't really do anything with this over here either. I feel like I'm making the same moves over and over and over. Is this easier if the block starts over here? So we can't do anything while this is like this. Oh, here we go. Jeez, that took me too long to spot. Alright. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here, unless we get a puzzle frenzy with one more puzzle radar. Or, like, just jump directly into the face of a hidden archway, and then a matchbox, and then a leitmotif, and then another leitmotif. Nah, I'm kidding with you. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll get this one once I stop recording. But anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.